has helped thousands of people around the world discover the strongest version of themselves. Welcome to the Wolf Official Show. And now, here's your host, Carl Wolfgang Schultz.
Hey everybody, how are you doing? I hope good. I wanted to do a quick podcast episode on the 5 aspects of drone advertising. So what got me thinking about this idea was I was driving down the freeway and I was looking off to my left and I was noticing that there was a billboard, and we're all familiar with the typical billboards, which are traditionally controlled by a lot of advertising companies who are able to be selective with who has the most money to put on these advertising boards, and it can get into a lot of different scenarios and whatnot. But I stopped to think for a second and I noticed that, well, maybe once drones start becoming more commercial, that there will be no more of those advertising, those old traditional ones. And then it got me thinking a little bit more, okay, well, what would this actually look like? And I thought to myself, okay, well, for starters, the drones might be hovering. They won't exactly be moving around too fast, or maybe they could be moving with you as you're driving, and they just follow you and they're always in your way, like, hey, buy here, click now, or whatever it is. But I'm sure that would be a driver safety problem. So I was thinking, before we get ahead of ourselves, the typical drone advertising component would probably be stationary, just like you see on the average traditional billboard, and it would just sit there. But it would be low cost because you could easily bring it back. You could call that drone back to your warehouse or your place of business, and you could change the ad or fix up the drone, whatever, to make it more attractive. So I was thinking about that. But yeah, it could be more rotating. It could be more a lot of things. But yeah. So the next thing is that was the first aspect. But the second aspect is because it's so much easier to buy drones now, and they're relatively cheap. I want to say that they're going to start being cheaper to buy drones, advertising drones specifically, versus going and paying for traditional marketing on a traditional billboard. So that's what I was thinking too. That would be the second aspect. So the third thing would be, how there's so much restrictions on where you can build these advertising poles, I guess you could say, where they stand up on the advertising billboard. So you can only put them so far away from each other, and there's a lot of regulations. But I figured since drones are going to be here before we know it, that there is actually going to be a little bit of a difference between where you can put your drone and where you can't. I'm sure as technology comes more into play here, that there will be starting to be regulations and stuff like that. But for the most part, because it's an oligopoly full of advertising companies that are controlling these very selective few places to put your ad on a billboard, that makes it more attractive to people who are more interested in low budgeting advertising, such as drones off the side of the freeway, versus fixed positioning of your advertising billboard. So I thought that was pretty interesting. The fourth aspect of drone advertising is instant service. This is my personal favorite because if you want to think about it, imagine, if you will, there is a personal assistant that is a drone, and it is accommodating your needs. So say you break down on your car on the freeway, it's going to come to you and it's going to offer, packages. It's going to offer different services, all there for you. It's going to be different. It'll be there in addition to your car. That's what I foresee. So it's definitely going to have some value there in addition to your car, because it'll also be advertising just waiting for you to break down, for example. That could be a good reason. the last one, the fifth aspect of drone advertising, is air traffic control. We briefly talked about it earlier, but you know how there's regulations about planes and jets and helicopters. Like, they can only fly so close to each other. That's why air traffic controllers have to be present, communicating with the pilots and whatnot, so that they don't crash into each other. Same thing for drones. There needs to be some kind of control there, so that there isn't accidents or anything like that happening, and that we can continue to have these services delivered to us, whether they be in advertising form or like physical products being shipped out via drone to you. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So when marketers need to be mindful about drones is in their strategy, they need to be mindful because of the fact that there are regulations, and that they can't just advertise anywhere. You really can't just advertise anywhere. So you have to be flexible and be mindful that if you are close to a helicopter or something like that, you can't do that, or you'll cause an accident. So I thought that would be important to say. Air traffic is really important, especially at the lower level, like towards the ground level, because you don't want even drones crashing into each other, and that's important to say. So yeah, that's what I thought about the other day when I was driving, thinking to myself, wow, there could be drones like following us every step of the way advertising. So I don't know what to think of it. I just thought it'd be cool to talk about. What I did do though, because I'm awesome, is I went ahead and I found an affiliate program called Drone ETC that I'm going to put a link in the description. If you want to buy a drone, you can do it through my affiliate link. I'll make a commission. It won't be here on Spreaker. The link won't be. It'll be on my website. I'll go ahead and I'll put the link in the description on my website, wolfofficial.com. Because my episodes, when they get published, they go everywhere. I don't think it's even possible for me to go through and add affiliate links to, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, iHeartRadio. I can't just do that. So where all I do is I concentrate on my website, wolfofficial.com, and that's honestly the fastest way to go through that affiliate link. Again, I'll do my best though. On any other affiliate program, I think it's just this one that they won't give me an actual link for. Yeah, they won't give me a link. All they'll do is give me the HTML code. So for this one specifically, you'd have to go to the Wolf Official website. But yeah, I was looking through that affiliate program for Drone ETC, and they look decent. They look good. I personally have not bought anything from them, but I would go through them because, just looking at some of the cliff notes of the website, just briefly highlighting some of the important features, they are reputable. I really like the design of their website, and from a standpoint of the consumer, I would say that they are good to go. And going through it, I'm pretty sure they'll have a refund policy, just like a lot of sites like this do. Looks like they even have financing, and some really cool drones. So I definitely think this would be a place to start in your search, and helping me out with purchasing through the affiliate link, it'll help me out, and so I appreciate that. Good luck in your drone adventures. It's going to be an exciting time, and I think if we're responsible, it'll all go well. So making our lives easier is always the key, right? Thank you again for listening to this podcast episode. I got to get off and do my thing, so I appreciate the listen. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.